Hi friends. So today I wanted to share a very short creative practice that can be used as a sort of guided meditation. I'm in the midst of developing my own intuitive art classes. And so in that process, I wanted to jump on and make a few videos that are accessible and free for everybody as a kind of tryout run and also to explore what I will be showing in my course. So I'm very excited today. It's a really simple art exercise that we're going to do together. It's not for artists or creatives solely, it's for anybody. If you have an incline, if you just want to try something other than meditation because maybe it just didn't grasp quite clearly for you, this is it. Okay, so on the screen, I'll just put a few materials that we'll be using today. You can pause the video and collect what you need, and then come back when you're ready, and we will do the process together in real time. So I'm so excited for you guys to be here and to experience presence and art together. Let's go. Okay, so you'll take one sheet of paper, just fold it in half. And then, if you have scissors, just cut directly on a line, or you can try and rip it off. It doesn't have to be perfect. You'll see what we're doing in a minute. All right. So we're going to use our papers landscape-wise, horizontally. You can just take one, whatever pen, Sharpie, doesn't matter. The point is to do the exercise and to take imperfect action rather than not taking action and falling into, procrastination or fear of starting. So, okay, the first list is things that maybe are not going great this week or things that you're having a hard time with. Just keep in mind however many bullet points you put, we're making a positive list after, so you're going to have to put an equal amount, okay? Just doesn't matter. You could put one thing down, you could put 10. The number doesn't matter. Okay, so let's start with things that are maybe not going great this week. Take your time, jot it down, and let it live on the paper. This is why we're doing this. Let it live outside of your mind, outside of your body. Let it live on this paper. And if the week, if things for this week is just unmanageable to even think about the whole week, just think about today and write a list for today. So let's take some time to do that. All right. Once you have your list, tear it apart into however many pieces you want and acknowledge that this is gone and no longer lives within you, okay? And that these pieces are meant to become something else. So just put them aside, don't throw them away. We're going to use them in a minute. Grab your other half of the sheet and write an equal amount of things that are going good for you this week or today, or things that you're looking forward to that are exciting, that are joyful, that are upcoming in the next few days. So we don't want to go too far into the future. So just take your time and we'll do the list in together. If you need more time, you can pause the video. If you're ready, just take a moment and appreciate all the good that's coming out of this week, and that it also lives on this paper. It's an experience, right? Like you're acknowledging that it's an experience, and you get to experience it. How lucky. So when you're ready, you can rip this page in half, just down the center of your list. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're gonna take the other sheet of paper. Again, everything I'm using, it doesn't matter if you don't have the exact same thing. Actually, it's better if you use scrap. If you have whatever you have on hand, it's perfect. All right, so I'm gluing down the list just on the edges. I'll show you once I'm done. Just take your time with it. Like, enjoy using glue. If you're using tape, that's great too. We're kind of making a collage sheet, you'll see. Just a second. All right. So I've glued them so that I'm gonna fold them this way, just so I can have space to create in the middle of the page. And you can fully glue them down. You're the boss, you're the captain, just use your, what pulls you, whatever you want to do, and honor it by doing it. All right, so in the middle, just do whatever you like. I have some Sharpies and some highlighters. You can use watercolor, you can use Crayola, crayons, coloring markers, whatever you have. Or collage, from magazines if you want to cut out some stuff and glue it. Could be fun too. What I'm going to do is just glue a few of the pieces that I really like from the negative list that we cut up, that we let go. And I'm going to glue it in the middle of the page, wherever I'd like. In addition to drawing and doodling some abstract stuff, anything that I want really to just make the page a bit more colorful. And I'm gonna hide a few of the items that I wrote on my joyful list. So for example, I put that I'll have some time to do art this week, play around with the creation process. So I'm gonna hide some elements of that in my paper. Okay, so just take your time. The whole point of this is for it not to be perfect. This is something you can repeat every day or every week if you wish. If you can, put both of your feet on the ground and just feel the floor beneath it while you're doing this, okay? So just an example, I can feel that I have some glue on my fingers and I'm gluing this piece down. but I'm equally putting my attention on my feet that are on the ground. Sorry. And the whole point of doing this too is that, if you're having some anxiety, if you're having some Sunday scary, Sunday blues because you have to go to work this week, this is a 10-15 minute process. And it kind of gives you some power, some action to do something more proactive with the feelings of anxiousness, you know, to not let them fully consume you, um, to not feel like all you have access to is waiting for it to pass, to do something fun that maybe you wouldn't have made the time to do, okay? Because, art, coloring, it's things that we don't make time for and then we regret not doing them. So I hope that this is fun. And I hope that the creation muscle, the creativity, is flowing and that that you're enjoying reconnecting with something that you might have not made the time to do. Again, make it messy, don't make it perfect. The whole point is just doing. Like, the more ridiculous, the more, like loose sketching is fun. And as a professional artist, I don't do it often because I'm doing things that are meant to be super polished, meant to be ready for a final product. But the beauty of this, you know, the greatness of this exercise is that the whole point is not to focus on the outcome. Like, enjoy the process. If you have to pause this, take more of your time, you can, as long as you're not getting caught up in the details and how it looks. You should be focusing on the elements you're drawing or adding, cutting up, whatever medium you chose to use. And you should be focusing on focusing is not the right word, because focus is kind of I have the picture of like a cone, when something comes into focus into something pointed. The whole point is not to do that. The whole point is to have a more open awareness, I guess, to like go of focus of detail, but to still keep, if you're going to use focus, it should be in your body and what you're doing, that it shouldn't be on the outcome of what you're doing, right? Or the elements of what you're doing. I hope this makes sense. All right, so I'm gonna add some color. And I will kind of explain, I guess, or yeah, just talk as we finish this, kind of the point of, or my understanding actually, of why I came up with this. To me, this is the perfect little exercise that's bite-sized, easy to do, but it really has a lot more depth than we might realize. So this is really focusing on the premise of life, which is change. Change is inevitable. Change is guaranteed, all right? It's the only constant. And that things in our life are transformable, are changeable. So for example, all the negatives that have been placed, they're embedded into this list. And the positives as well. They're reminding us to focus on the more positive, focus on the joys of life. But these things are not separate, they're together. So it's just a small reminder that this list, actually, this whole page in a week, you can make a new one. It's not going to be the same. It will be in the past. And it's a reminder that the good and the bad will pass, that things in our life are changeable and transformable. And if you're looking to do this every week or every few weeks, this, once you're done today, is a nice reminder to just put it, maybe on your fridge or somewhere you can have this reminder of, hey, I'm putting in the work. Like you made this page. Same thing in life, you're putting in work. And sometimes we focus on the wrong things. We focus so much on the negative that they're almost like concrete in our life, that we think they're so unchangeable, and we forget that we can transform it and that life itself will transform it. This is, the laws of nature, the laws of life. So I hope you see this exercise the way I do. Maybe you have a different interpretation, and I would love to hear about it. I also hope that this gives you a little bit of glimpse of the techniques and methods I've developed for myself throughout the years, especially in medical treatments and, going through some hard things that I want to share with everybody. And I hope that this also gives you like a little exciting peek into the course I am developing, and that will be available for everybody. It is for artists, but it's really for everybody. We're just using art as a tool, like I said. We're using art as a tool to process thoughts, process emotions, process maybe perspectives. And we're using art as a way for me to guide students through meditation, without all the meditation lingo, without all the prerequisites maybe, or the the experience necessary to do it, because art is easy for me. It's my second language. And I think art for everybody is, especially in a state of play, is easier to grasp things, right? So in future videos, I'll do more of meditation style where I will guide you through the process. Today, I just really wanted to share this small activity that I created, and I hope that it brings you something positive. And I hope that this can be a reminder for you to just keep going and keep accepting the changeability of life, the changes, and that we also have power in how we can use art and how we can use um, our presence, our full attention in showing up in life. The way you showed up today to do this simple exercise is an example and something that you can transmute into your life to show up to work, show up in front of friends and family, show up to just being present and have full attention on something other than racing thoughts and anxieties. So I hope this helped, and thank you for joining me today. Take care.